Imagine you're an astronaut. You've trained for years, survived the launch, and now you're floating in the International Space Station 250 miles above the Earth. You press your face against the window and look down at the most breathtaking view any human being can witness. And someone back home asks, "Can you see the Great Wall?" It's one of the most celebrated facts in the world. Repeated in classrooms, printed in textbooks, stated with absolute confidence by millions of people across generations. The Great Wall of China, so impossibly vast, so monumentally constructed that it's visible from space with the naked eye. There's just one problem. The astronauts can't see it. The claim that the Great Wall of China is visible from space is arguably one of the most well-traveled facts in modern history. It has appeared in encyclopedias, geography, textbooks, and school curriculums worldwide for decades. It even predates space travel itself. The claim was first made in 1932, nearly 3 decades before a human being ever left the atmosphere. Think about that. We declared something visible from space before we'd even been to space. So let's apply some science to this. The Great Wall of China stretches approximately 13,000 miles across northern China, an almost incomprehensible distance. But length isn't the issue. The issue is width. At its widest point, the Great Wall measures roughly 30 feet across. Most sections are considerably narrower. And from the International Space Station, orbiting at 250 miles above Earth, trying to spot something 30 feet wide, ... is the optical equivalent of trying to see a human hair from 2 miles away. It simply cannot be done with the naked eye. The physics don't allow it. And we don't have to rely purely on mathematics. We have direct testimony from the people who've actually been there. Chinese astronaut Yang Liwei. China's first man in space specifically looked for the wall during his 2003 mission. He couldn't see it. NASA has addressed the claim directly and confirmed it is not visible from orbit without aid. And astronaut Chris Hadfield, one of the most experienced space observers in history, has stated plainly that the wall is completely invisible from the ISS. But here's the detail that makes this myth particularly fascinating. Under very specific conditions, with a powerful zoom lens and ideal lighting. ... Cameras in orbit have occasionally captured what might be sections of the wall. But even then, it is barely distinguishable from the surrounding rivers and roads. The human eye. Not a chance. Now, here's where this story takes a turn nobody sees coming. If you actually want to find something man-made that is genuinely visible from space, you need to look at night. Because the light grids of major cities, highways illuminated after dark, and in particularly striking cases. ... The border between North and South Korea, where the contrast between the illuminated South and the almost completely dark North ... creates one of the starkest visible dividing lines on the entire planet. These are what astronauts actually report seeing. The Great Wall, built by millions of human hands over centuries, invisible. A political border defined by electricity. This myth has survived for nearly a century, not because anyone verified it, but because it felt worthy of being true. The Great Wall is one of the greatest human achievements in history! Of course, it should be visible from space. It deserves to be. The story was too good to fact check. But here's what's actually worth celebrating: the fact that we built something so extraordinary. ... That generations of people assumed it must be visible from the stars. The wall doesn't need to be seen from space to be magnificent. It just needs to be seen.